Hi. Welcome back to Strange and Wonderful, folks. My name is Courtney Webb, and I'm your host with the most. I am the strange and the wonderful. Welcome back to our second episode of season 3 of Strange and Wonderful. Last episode, I interviewed close friends of mine, Wade, Michelle, and their little Kate, and their lifestyle of lifestyle and the little DDLG lifestyle. Oh, ABDL lifestyle, adult baby diaper level. And they live a little family dynamic, and it's not sexual, but people tend to think, oh, it's sexual. Like, no, not with them. It's not. And if it was, who cares? It's their life. So today, I have this one guest I found on Instagram a while back looking for. I saw him popped up on Andy Dick's page. And you might be wondering, Courtney, why are you following Andy Dick? I like him. So what? So let me get a little background of this information of this guest I have. His name is Gene, and he runs a project called Gene Wilder's Vacation. And Mr. Gene started out as a drummer in a metalcore band called The Mortal and the Harlots from 2004 to 2010. Then, from 2011 and 2017, he was the drummer for the musician Reese Van Riper. And from there, he started his own solo project called Gene's Wilder Vacation, where he writes and records all his music. Now you can find songs like My Best Friend and I'm Not Better Than Anyone featuring controversial actor and comedian Andy Dick. Now let's give me a strong applause. Give me some claps. Come on, go. I'm about to get my guest. Here comes. Looking great tonight. Thank you, Wade. And here comes our guest of honor, Gene Wilder's Vacation. Hello.
Hello there, Courtney. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I always start this question out for every guest, no matter how big or small they are. What is strange and wonderful about yourself?
What is strange and wonderful about myself? Well, the what is strange about myself, there are quite a lot of things. I I guess the strangest thing about me is when I'm done taking a shower, I don't use a towel to dry myself off. Instead, I use a blow dryer
Hmm.
to blow dry my entire body.
Honestly, that's a lot quicker.
It's I find it very relaxing and soothing, and it puts me at a nice, peaceful, relaxing state. So that's probably one of the strange things that I do. What is wonderful about myself? I I think sometimes I make music that some people might like, possibly sometimes. Um, and sometimes I make my friends laugh. I think that's those are the two wonderful things about myself, I would say.
Beautiful. That is heartwarming in every way. It brought some joys to my heart and soul.
Happy to hear that.
Oh. Okay. What made you want to pursue a career in the music industry?
Because I don't know how to do anything else. That's really like the only like hobby of mine that I ever had. I never really got into sports or anything like that. Um, Really, music has just been the only activity and hobby that I've been interested in. Started off with guitar lessons, then moved over to uh, drumming, and I played drums in bands most of my life until I got bored of playing drums and I just wanted to write and do everything myself and not have to listen to other people's opinions. Where I just I do everything. I'm in charge 100% of all the music, and I'm in charge of everything. And that's why I started Gene Wilder's Vacation, and here I am today.
Hmm. And have you pictured yourself doing this since you were a child?
Yes, yeah. I was always it was the first time I realized music really music can be an amazing thing was probably when I was in second or third grade. Someone played me Aerosmith for
Hmm,
the first time, and when I heard this Aerosmith album, I was blown away, and I've been obsessed with music ever since that day.
I feel you on that. Me, I think David Bowie what got me into music.
Very nice, very cool,
David Bowie, Alice Cooper, Aerosmith, a lot of other people too. Marilyn Manson.
very cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Rob Zombie. I can go on. But this is not about me. This is about you on this episode.
Oh, sure, we can make it about you too.
I mean, I am the host of the show.
You are
Hey.
the host of the show, exactly.
Yes, I am. What made you want. Oh, wait, I did that question. I am bad at my own show.
No, you're not. You're wonderful at it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Describe what kind of music. Okay, question. Describe what kind of music you make.
So, I've always struggled with being able to explain what my music sounds like, but I would say it's mind-bending electronica meets early 2000s pop punk nostalgia meets hip hop and metalcore influences all combined together. I still don't know how the hell to describe it. That's been like the hardest thing, but it's because I have so many genres combined. But that's the best way for me to put it.
Would you consider yourself like alternative type of music?
Yes, yeah, like experimental, alternative. Um, yeah, I would say like experimental, alt pop, experimental, indie rock. Yeah, anything in the experimental alt anything genres, I would say. Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, experimental rock is probably the best way to describe it.
Nice, nice. And would you consider if you're like a spiritual person, would you consider that be one of your inspiration to be working with your music and stuff?
I believe there is a higher power, and I believe in energy. I don't know what the higher power may be. Um, I don't have it connected with any of my music or any in the inspirations. I feel like that those are I keep those things separate.
Okay, so you're pretty much like a storyteller with your music as the narrator and the stuff, and you're just sending the story to the songs.
Yes, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay, okay. Sorry for the brindle in the background.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no one
All
can hear
cool.
that.
All
Ah,
all cool.
okay. What helps you with your music making, and what inspire you to make your project?
What helps me with my music making is um, smoking marijuana.
Hey,
Um, and maybe having a drink or two, and that's it. Only one or two drinks, and that's it. Um, for me, I always think like, what do I want to hear? What do I want to hear? And then I it's either that I always go like what do I want to hear? What do I think is fun to hear? Um, or it'll just come randomly. I'll just get this like random. I'll just be in this weird situation wherever I am, and this melody will just like randomly spark into my head, And then what I usually do is I get my phone and I go to the voice memo thing and I actually hum the part, whether it's like a beat, whether it's a guitar riff or a melody, and I'll just record it into my phone. And then when I get home and or when I have time to put it together, then I'll listen back to it and then I'll put it together using my recording programs.
Hmm. That's a lot of information. I mean, I'm like, Okay, what is Gene Wilder's Vacation? Because what is the project? What
So,
is it?
so where you mean like where the name came from?
Yes.
All right. So my real birth name is Greg. I was out with it was me and a bunch of my good friends. We went on a vacation trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was just like me and five other of my friends, and we just like went out to. It was just like nonstop, like just going out to bar after bar and like all these clubs and everything. And this one night, I happened to drink a little too much, just a tiny, tiny bit too much. And the security wasn't happy with me there, and I
Oh,
was
jeez.
escorted out. And then the next morning, all my friends were laughing, and they're all like, "You weren't Greg last night; you were Gene." And then we all thought that was funny. And then they were like, "Yeah, yeah, you were Gene Wilder last night. You weren't Greg." And then we all thought it was hysterical. So then for the rest of the vacation, they were just calling me Gene or Gene Wilder. And then this happened in 2013. What are we in 2023 now? So the joke started in 2013, and the joke never stopped. It's been there since because what had like after the group of friends that I went with when we got back, then they were calling me Gene, and like all my other friends would be like, "Why are they calling you Gene?" And I would tell them the story slowly, more, and then just like more and more as I met with like more of my friends, and they would hear me being called Gene. That's it. Just started turning into like everyone started calling me Gene, and then when I a few years after I was crowned Gene, that's when I decided that I'm going to call my project Gene. At first, I was thinking of just calling it Gene Wilder,
Hmm.
but then I'm thinking like, no, no, no. It's I can't just call it Gene Wilder. It's already a famous actor. So that's when I thought like while I was on vacation when Gene Wilder was spawned. Why don't we just call it Gene Wilder's Vacation? It has a nice catchy ring to it. I like it. Let's do it. And
I
yeah, and
like
that's
it.
like I love Gene Wilder, the actor. I love Blazing Saddles is a great movie. He's an amazing actor, but it the name. I just think that the name Gene Wilder is just so catchy and fun sounding. But it has nothing to do with me being obsessed with obsessed with the actor. Although I think he was one of the greatest actors of you know of our time. Um, but yeah, it's strangely not actually connected.
Because I remember when I discovered a band, when I said the name Gene Wilder's Vacation, I immediately thought like, oh, so this is like a Gene Wilder tribute band? This is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Where you dress up like his past characters and make music. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this is totally different. I like this.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that
Yeah.
pretty much answered my other question. Like, did the past actor Gene Wilder have any inspiration for the project name? Which we pretty much know it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Strangely,
this?
yeah.
Yeah. So what's the story behind the pineapple? I keep seeing like posts about pineapples and stuff.
So the pineapple idea came to me. It's like I'm a big um I'm a big David Lynch fan. I love his directing. Um I especially I love Lost Highway, Blue Velvet. I love them all. Wild at Heart. I actually have Wild at Heart,
Oh,
which is
give me see it.
tattooed. It's Wild at Heart is tattooed on my arm. That was
Oh,
with
I see it.
Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. Excellent movie if you haven't seen it. But like he always had this like the imagery that he had in his movies. It was always so strange. And we let's not forget about Twin Peaks, of
Yeah, you can't
course.
forget the TV show, the classic
Yeah,
TV
and
show.
it was like I never really saw like a flaming pineapple, but I always like it inspired me like what's something that you normally because he always does like what's something you would normally not see look like this. And oh, that's fun to look at. I'm thinking like normally you don't see a pineapple flaming on fire. I think that would be cool, just the sight of it. And then so at first I started like, I'm going to make that my artwork. So I started lighting pineapples on fire in my backyard. And then I was like, you know what? I was playing this show that was outside, and I'm
Mhm.
kind of friends with the owner of the bar. So I asked him if I can light the pineapple on fire while I'm performing, and he allowed me to do it.
Oh,
So
cool.
I actually was able to light pineapples on fire during my set just for his shows when they were outside, and it was really cool. Unfortunately, I can't do that at every show. That would be amazing if I could, but yeah, that's kind of like my thing now. It's just the flaming pineapple. Hopefully, there'll be other venues in the future that will allow me to light a pineapple on fire during my set.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool, but safety hazards and stuff like that because you don't want the venue catching on fire.
Yep,
Yeah, because
that's
it's
true.
pretty
That's
expensive.
true. Yes, very expensive. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to turn into a liability. Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm.
I remember I had this great idea, like for like a cover art for you, like have Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka with pineapples.
I love it. That would be awesome. Yeah, no, I would love I would yeah, and that's why I especially love the artwork that you made with the pineapple and it was perfect. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. I could the whole time like, what should I do for this illustration for this podcast episode? I was like, I love him in that Waldo that Where's
The
Waldo
Waldo,
outfit.
the Waldo thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I put him.
Yep,
I did that one and had the pineapple because you gotta have the pineapple. He's not Gene Wilder's vacation without the pineapple.
that's right.
Do you ever get
That's
people
right.
coming up to you like, "Hey, is the pineapple like a secret meaning, like you might be a swinger or something like that?"
Yes, yes, that's several times, probably more than several times. Yeah, yeah. That's and like it's the funny thing, I didn't even know that that's what that meant, but it's yeah, it's definitely been mentions quite a few times actually.
I
More than yeah,
didn't
it's funny because I never knew that's what that meant. So
I
it was
didn't
pretty
know
fun.
until my tattoo artist told me about it. He's like, "Yeah, I had this one woman coming to me and she wanted a pineapple tattoo." And I asked her, "Why you want a pineapple tattoo?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm a swingle. I want other swingles to know I'm a swingle." And he's like, "Okay." And I remember my mom was like, "I gotta get rid of these pineapple stickers." I'm like, "Why, mom? There's this pineapples. I don't want people to stick on the string." Mama, there's this pineapples. Leave them alone. The
That's
poor,
funny.
those poor innocent pineapples.
Poor innocent pineapples.
Pineapples. A good fruit though. I do like me some grilled pineapple. They're so great and amazing. How did you become friends with Andy Dick and how you got him on your project? Tell us a story about that.
So I have a mutual friend with Andy who's in the film industry, and he knows that I've always been a big fan of Andy Dick. So I was like, dude, can you like play my music
Oh.
one day? And so he sent Andy some songs of mine, and he was like, yeah, dude, Andy really likes it. He said he would totally um, use it for something.
Hmm.
So he said to send him an email. So I emailed him, and Andy emailed me back right away, and he said, text me the song. So I texted him the song, and then he called me the next day, and then we just we hit it off from there. He was like, yeah, no, I love the music. I could totally use it for for something that I'm working on. That's when I asked him. I was like, dude, what would be really cool is if, because I know you play the slide whistle, I know that's your instrument of choice. Would you be cool with doing a guest slide whistle on one of my songs? He's like, yeah, I would absolutely love to. But can you fly up here to do it, and I'll record it? So I was like, all right, let's do it. So and he was like, can you come this weekend? So I was like, fuck it, let's go. And I booked the ticket. I flew to LA, and I stayed at his place. I was it for about 4 or 5 days, and that's when I recorded all of his parts and his slide whistle parts. And then we've been good friends ever since. And I've flown out there a few different times now. The other time to record his parts for My Best Friend, and then the most recent time was to go back and film the music video, like to film his parts in the music video. And the cool thing about My Best Friend is he totally improvised his part, and we got him to actually sing the chorus with us, which was cool because like he actually used to put out a few albums where he would do singing on. So I'm like, it was cool to hear him actually sing again. And I'm like, dude, like you got to put out another album, sing more. And so he was excited about it because yeah, like I think the last album that he put out that he actually sings on was like probably like in like 2009 or 2010, I believe.
Yeah, and that was years ago. I was like a
Yeah. So yeah,
can't,
yeah, a
can't,
long time
can't
ago.
remember
Long
how
time ago.
old I was back then.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because the way I discovered Andy Dick was through like childhood movies like Inspector Gadget. He was the voice of one of the lions from Lion King's 2
One, two, yeah.
and Hoodwink, the bunny.
And the bunny from Hoodwink. Yep.
But yeah, I was like, I kind of like him, but then I discovered his background information. I'm like, wow, what, what?
Did you also know him from the Andy Dick Show on MTV, or
I
was that?
hadn't. I've seen a couple episodes now. I'm like, man, this show is hilarious. I love this show.
But like you didn't see it from when it was actually airing on MTV.
No,
Yeah.
because I was
Oh,
that came out like in the 90s, and I was born in like 1994.
no. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It was like right. It was like between like 2000 and 2002. So yeah, I guess if you said born in 94.
hmm
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you were like 6 or 7 years old when it was on MTV. So
Yeah,
yeah,
my mom and dad would totally let me watch MTV.
yeah. So that makes complete sense. But yeah. No, that's um, yeah, that's what I knew him from, and I still think the funniest thing that Andy has ever done, and why became like what like I would say like this is what probably like stemmed like really made me like be like, all right, I got to get a hold of Andy somehow, and I and work with him. Was the movie that he made called Danny Roan, where he starred, wrote, directed the whole thing. Um, it's basically about his own life, but in my opinion, it's the funniest thing he's ever done. Yeah, if you ever get you ever bored one day and want to check, it's on like Amazon and all.
And that's the film is called Danny Woe.
Danny Roan.
Oh
Danny Roan.
wow.
I actually have something here. Let me see some. Actually have here.
Oh,
I actually have it.
I've seen that before. I hadn't actually seen the movie, but yeah, it looks familiar.
And this is how Andy wrote my name on the DVD.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I drew a picture of Andy Dick when he was in one of my friend's film, Jane Basama's film. He was in Hollywood Werewolf, and he played Elliot. Elliot. I'm trying to remember the killer's name. Elliot Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
think
the film is filmed like a mockumentary style and documentary about the life of the actor and what happened to him and stuff. And I drew the picture of the Andy Dick character as the werewolf with me on top, just with the leash.
That's
and
awesome.
and Andy loved it. He's like, "Oh my god, I love this film." Not film, but I love this illustration. I even have a cute little plush of him. Let's see if I can find him. See, little Andy Dick
Wow, look at that.
of a little werewolf.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Where'd you get that?
I got this from James Sama's website.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I was the only one that bought one. They'd be like, "Who's Andy Dick?" I like him, but some of the stuff he did in the past is not condonable. But for me, I believe you can fix it. You can improve yourself and be better
Yeah,
than
no,
what you are in the past.
yeah, no, I agree and feel the same way. It's like I know that he wants to change and he's trying to. And I yeah, I wish the best for him. He's still now a good friend of mine ever since we made the first connection. Um, and yeah, I know it's like a lot of people are, upset with him over the things he's done. But the most recent uh, charge, he has no recollection. I talked to him about it. He doesn't remember it.
I'm like, dude, that's why you need to stay off of drugs. Drugs are awful, but it's just that's no excuse though.
I know that's yeah,
You still got to be accountable for your actions.
yeah. Yeah.
And that comes to my next question. Did you have any backlash for having Andy Dick featuring your music due to his controversial past and his past crime? And do you think he can improve himself from being given any chances from before?
Did I have I gotten backlash? Yes, a lot of backlash. I've gotten a lot of backlash. I've gotten a lot of negative comments online, on social media, um, uh, in person. Friends of mine, I've gotten a lot of backlash. A lot of people have, you know, uh, decided to give me their opinions on him and working with him and so forth. And yeah, I've gotten some comments online have been like pretty mean and
Mm-hmm.
pretty mean spirited and angry, and it's like it's I um I'm not shocked. I'm not like, whoa, man. It's not like I'm shocked to get the comments, but I just I brush it off because it's like for me, like I don't condone and support some of like the actions that Andy has chosen to do in his life. But as far as on the artistic side and on the friendship side, I support Andy artistically with the music and so forth. But I do not condone any of his actions. It's just on the creative side, I support him, and yeah, it's I only wish the best for him. I only wish the best
Yeah,
for him.
same here, because I believe he can change for the better. I
I
mean,
think so.
he had went to jail for his crimes and stuff.
Yes, yeah, he has. He
Many
has.
people
Yeah.
may not think it's a long time, but he did. Unlike some people that I know, like a certain single, his name is Dobby Vanity. Now that guy, awful, awful. We if you don't know who Dobby Vanity is or David Hayes Juice Tours, look him up. Blood on the Dance Floor. He did a lot of awful stuff.
Oh,
Lot.
I'll have to look it up.
And he's still not in jail.
Wow.
Now that guy, he deserved
Be in jail.
all what he deserved. I don't care. I don't care if he comes after me. I'm like, what are you gonna do? It's all
Right.
out there.
That's right.
Especially when Chris Hansen comes after you. Come on.
Yeah. I love to catch. I still rewatch some of those old episodes. it's hysterical. And I know it's become popular on YouTube now. A lot of like DIY people are doing it on like doing like what that show was doing. Setting up like stings, like undercover chat rooms, and I think it's great that people are doing it. It's definitely unsafe. A lot of these amateur people that are doing it, like without like Chris Hansen had like actual like security and everything, but these
Mm-hmm.
people doing it themselves, it's like it's pretty risky for them
Oh yeah, it
doing it.
is.
I give them a lot of props and respect for them to do it, because it's like you don't know like what these people are capable of doing, or it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I give them respect, and it's cool that they're doing it.
Me too, because we need to stop this from happening. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of impossible, but we want more people be
At lea
aware of what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
At least it's definitely, it's always gonna exist, but I feel like it's definitely helping. It can only help. It can only
Because
help.
I remember my mom and dad was so paranoid when they first when internet first got involved with me when I was a kid. They were so paranoid. They like looked over my shoulder every second on the computer and stuff, making sure I'm not talking to some grown man or something like that. Because it is
But
scary.
yeah, yeah. Well,
It is really
that's good.
scary. And I was just a young little kid, just innocent stuff. And let's see, we got a comment tonight from Wade. Really good show tonight. Tell the dude we said hi.
Hello, Wade.
Hey,
Thank you,
that's
Wade. Appreciate it, man.
that is Wade. He was my last guest on my show with his little family. If you want to
Very
check it
cool.
out, it's called Wade, Michelle, and their little Kate. It's a pretty cool episode, other than some technical difficulties and stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'll check it out then.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, let's see. Ah, what do you see yourself doing in the future with your music?
I'll for forever, for the rest of my life, I'll always be creating. I'll never stop. Even when I'm 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, I'll still always be creating music. Even if it's not like I'd love to. I've toured with my other previous bands. I've never toured with Gene Wilder's Vacation. That would be great
Oh
if
my god,
that
yes!
that
Because I would totally support you. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna go see my buddy.
yeah, no, that would be awesome, and I'll definitely let you know. But yeah, that would be. I would love that if that could ever happen in the future. But either way, I will never stop creating. I will always create forever, even when I'm 90 or 100 years old.
I mean, I like to do music with you. I mean, I had no experience, but hey, I was like,
Oh, that's cool.
hey,
You can join my band.
I played the tambourine.
Perfect. They're hired. Hired.
I mean, I can sing too. I see we got no comment from Wade. Been watching the whole show. Very interesting stuff. Thank you, Wade. Thank
Thank you. I
you.
appreciate it, man.
He's so. Let me showcase some of your music on the show.
Sure.
Let me go play it and go. Just a little bit.
Flashing lights bring me sight. I haven't felt my brain for at least a week. Sweating eyes, you feel unsafe inside, but you haven't felt real safe for at least a week. My best friend, I lost my brain. Will I find it again? My best friend, I need my brain. I need my best friend.
This is my good friend Reese Van Riper. That's actually Andy's son and Andy's son's wife right there.
Oh, nice. Coming down just a bit.
Yeah, that was a cool little thing that we got. Andy's son Lucas. He has two sons. His son Lucas. He hit me up and said that he would love to come by for recording again. So I let him know. I told him, dude, it'd be awesome if you can. We're shooting the music video for My Best Friend. It'd be awesome if you can come by and we can get you in part of the film. He's like, yeah. So he showed up with him and his wife. And yeah, so it was cool that we got to actually, have a part of Andy's actual family in the video too. I thought it was nice, interesting.
That is awesome. I love all that. It's just so heartwarming to hear all of that.
Yeah, and it was nice to see even like the hug too. Seeing Andy give his son a nice heartwarming hug was a nice touch, I thought. So.
And how long have you been doing music with Reese? Let me get his name real quick.
Reese Van Riper.
Yes. How long have you been doing music with him?
So I was the drummer for him from like 2011 to like 2017. Yeah. So yeah, for 6 years I was playing with him, and we've done like I think like 4 or 5 tours together, something like that.
And does he do like similar music like you do?
No, actually, no. He so what he defines his music is Jersey swamp rock.
Jersey swamp rock.
Yeah. So
That's
it's like
totally different.
Yes, that's what he likes to call his genre, Jersey swamp rock. It's very like folky, bluesy, like rock and roll, folky, bluesy kind of rock and roll.
Because from the sound of his voice and that music, I'm just like thinking,
You can kind of see, yeah. But yeah, no, definitely check his music out. He's one of my closest and best friends. Yeah. So definitely check his stuff out. Reese Van Riper on like Spotify or YouTube whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, it's on Spotify and YouTube. Reese Van Riper.
Reese Van Riper. It's on all major streaming services. Yeah, you can find his music anywhere.
And if you want to look,
yep.
And if you want to look for Gene Wilder's Vacation, it's on all social medias, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I'm on all major streaming services. If you have Spotify, definitely follow me on Spotify. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to tell you about My Best Friend. So the person that mixed that song his name is Tom Lord Algae.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually a family friend. And that's how I had the connection with him. He also, are you a fan of Weezer?
Yes, I do like Weasel.
So he has so Tom Lord Algae has mixed several Weezer albums, including the Green album, the one with Hash Pipe and so I have an Island in the Sun. They're Island in the Sun and Hash Pipe. So what he did, just for fun, since he did My Best Friend, he did those Weezer songs. One day he sent me this mix where he took Rivers Cuomo's vocals from Island in the Sun and Hash Pipe and mix them on top of the music for My Best Friend. So it's actual Rivers, the actual recordings of Rivers from that Weezer album placed on top of My Best Friend. And it's really cool. If I think you'd probably find it interesting. I have it on YouTube, Bandcamp, and SoundCloud only because all the distribution services like Spotify and everything are saying like I need like a signed contract from Weezer to get it uploaded.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a signed contract.
Oh yeah, we contact Weasel like, hey, can I use your music, please?
Yeah. So it was like, so yeah, it's only on YouTube, Bandcamp, and it's a free download on Bandcamp. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool that he just did that just for fun. And yeah, no, it's pretty interesting the fact that he actually took pieces of both songs. Like he took like the chorus vocals and placed them in at the very end, in like the bridge of the song, and then took the it's cool how he actually like formed a whole new song out of bits and pieces of the vocals from those two songs.
And that's pretty fantastic and everything. And I say we got a comment from Wade again. He's like, I leave y'all alone, just watch the show, but just to say, fantastic song, really catchy.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man.
It is a really catchy song because I like first time when I immediately recorded, I'm like, yep, this is gonna be one of my favorite songs. Every time it comes on, I'm like, yes.
Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And I could show another song real quick. I think we still have time on the show. Yeah, let me see. Sure. Get out of this real quick. Well, you can't see me. I'm doing it behind the scenes. Here's one. Here's one song. I'm just gonna show the song. Pause. Just share it real quick. Touch screen. Yeah, I gotta do everything now. I used to have someone else to do this.
I was gonna say, can you actually play the music video of it instead
yes.
of the visual?
Yes, I can. Hang on, let me go pause. Get out. Yes, I can. Let me go find it real quick. Go to website. Because I love that music video. It's so trippy. And they got Gumby in there. I'm like, Gumby?
Yep.
I haven't seen Gumby in forever. I used to watch him all the time. Okay, hang on. Big screen. And there we go. Here we go. This is I'm Not Better Than Anyone by Gene Wilder's Vacation.
I'm not better than anyone. 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 Life, have a nice life. Some people
there you go.
call it living. Some people call it devil. Some people call it hoodoo. Some people call it devil. I'm not better than anyone. I'm not better than anyone. Life, have a nice life. Some people call it living. Some people call it devil. Some people call it hoodoo.
That is amazing.
I've been sucked in weeks, but I found my peace. I'll say you're so rewarding. Let your endorphins fly. Let your endorphins fly. Hands are rubbing serotonin. Smoke to the weed, the topic of your Adderall. Smoke to the weed, the topic of your alcohol. Smoke to the weed, the topic of your Lexapro. Smoke to the weed, the topic of your Trazodone. Some people call it living. Some people call it devil. Some people call it hoodoo. Some people call it devil. I'm not better than anyone. nutrition, narcolepsy, spinning on my inhibition, hypertension, diet. Some people call it living, some people call it devil, some people call it hoodoo, some people call it devil. Haven't slept in weeks, but I found my peace. Naughty, I say you're so rewarding. Let your endorphins fly, let your endorphins fly. My hands are up in serotonin. Haven't slept in weeks, but I found my peace. Naughty, I say you're so rewarding. I'm trapped and low, but I am. Meditation's real, but I survive.
Hey, it's Andy Dick on Gene Wilder's Vacation. Oh my God, I'm literally hearing ghosts. And we hope all of you are donning your beautiful high heels, feeling good, having a grand old time, and having a wonderful life. Everybody has a dark side. And you have to embrace it. You have to embrace it.
Everybody has a dark side. 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 Everybody has a dark side.
Wow. I totally forgot about that part. Oh, wow. Let me pause
Oh
this.
yeah. Oh yeah. Just I just got these t-shirts made. They're
Let me see the t-shirts.
oh yeah, the new I'm not better than anyone featuring Andy Dick t-shirts.
That is amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
I know my ex, he can't stand Andy Dick, but I was like, I have a love-hate relationship with him.
Yeah, many people do. Many people do.
Because me, I would like to meet him one day, but then again, I'm just like, I was thinking like, he better not try anything, because I'm like, nah, back off, not gonna happen.
Out of
Not
all
gonna
the
happen,
times,
Andy.
out of all the times that I hung out with him, he's been nothing but incredibly respectful, and he's never done anything weird or not. He was nothing but respectful and cool as hell with me, in all the times. And I've even stayed at his place before too. Like I actually went at one of his one of his apartments that he used to stay at. And yeah, he's been nothing but cool and respectful.
Nice, good for you. If not, kick him, fight him.
Yep.
Just okay. I'm like, nope, not today. Because honestly, I would love to have Andy on my show, but I'm kind of scared of the backlash, and people are going to say like, he's not that wonderful. Like I know he's strange, but I get a feeling he can improve himself to be in the wonderful state. We've
Yeah,
all been there at one point in life. May not bad as what he did.
that's true. That's very true. Yep.
Yeah. And what song did you show Andy to make him get on your project exactly?
A song of mine called Laura Dern.
Let me look that up right now. I can show it to the crowd, show it to the audience. Laura Dawn. How do you spell Dawn?
DERN.
DERN. Let's spell Laura Dawn. There it is. The official lyric
I have
video.
a lyric video. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I have. You'll see a flaming pineapple.
Flaming Pineapple. First time listening to Laura Dawn. This is the song that got Andy Dick hooked to the music. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, that's nice.
You know I like explicitity, and you know what that means to me. I like assy ass so fat. You know that makes me. You know I like to make
This is totally a rave music. I can see this at rave.
your mouth, your tongue, your hands and thighs. I'll be your mistress. This whole world's wild and hard and weird on top. She fucked me. I'll show you fucking hard, girl! I'll still dancing, Kino. Oh, dream is growing to make you a drink. Pineapple will be in. Smoke a cigarette outside. I'll be your mistress. 1 cool, 2 cool, 3 coolos, 5. I'll be your fucking 5. Eat a banana right out of your butt. I'll be your mistress. I'll be your mistress. I'll be your mistress. This whole world's wild and hard and weird on top. She fucked me. I'll be your mistress.
I'm getting John Lynch vibes. Not John Lynch.
David Lynch. Yeah.
David Lynch, yes. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
David Lynch. If you're watching, I do apologize for mispronouncing your name.
Yeah. So that was a scene from Wild at Heart, that movie that I mentioned. That has Laura Dern in it, and that was Laura Dern and William Dafoe in that scene.
Oh, cool. I might check out some films because I've been having people like, you gotta check out Twin Peaks. You gotta watch it. I'm like,
Yes.
I mean, I need to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I should have warned you that the lyrics were a little strange, maybe too strange. I should have gave you a warning about that. Sorry about that.
I'm used to that. I don't know. My audience is used to that because I'm like, oh yeah,
Okay, good.
let's go, let's go. Because I listen to music like Nicole Doggane, which she has this cute little voice like this, and she sings like the darkest things ever in her music.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's sex, and you're like, oh my.
Oh, cool. Maybe what's she called?
Her name is Nicole Doggane.
Oh, okay.
She's pretty cool. She's pretty nice. I think she's from Canada.
Cool. I'll have to check her out.
I send you a link later to her Instagram and stuff.
Sounds good.
Her Spotify is really good. I love her music. It's just so, it's like soft, innocent with darkness.
Cool.
It's
sounds
pretty.
Yeah,
which I am wearing popcorn as it's microwave. Popcorn and heavy metal makeup, sponsored by not sponsored. I'm not. I wish, but I'm supporting my friend Billy Pond. He made the character Popcorn from the movie Circus of the Dead, and Circus of the Dead 2 might be in production soon.
Very cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, it's a really horrible clown. It's like the Devil's Rejects with clowns.
Oh, so sounds like I'd be into it then.
Oh yeah, it is I love the film. I love it. Some people are like, oh, this is disgusting. Me, I'm just like, I like this.
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't like this, but I like this.
You'd probably like Terrifier. You seen the Terrifiers?
Yes, I love
Art the Clown. Yeah.
Yes. I love Terrifier and I love Terrifier too. I actually met David Howard Thornton.
Oh, that's awesome. I would love to.
I met him at a convention. I was dressed as 3 clowns that day. I was dressed up as Miss Pennywise the Clown Friday, a female version of Popcorn, which was Mama Corn, and the last one was a female version of Art the Clown with my own spin on it.
That's awesome.
Table with money. I'm like, I'm like, here's your money. You're getting a selfie with me. Let's go.
Very good. I imagine he was a cool dude in person.
Oh yeah, he was so nice, so sweet. I actually hanged out with him on Friday for a bit because the table was just empty and stuff, and I was just hanging out with him. And I was thinking, like, am I being creepy or anything? You could tell me to leave. And he's like, no, I like you. You can stay by my table. I even went to get smoothies with him. And then he's like, hey, you can come back to my table later? I'm like, nah, I gotta go. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing actor. My
Oh, yeah.
one of my good friends is actually one of the associate producers for Terrifier 2, Steve Conka.
Oh,
is his name.
nice. Steve
Yeah.
Conk.
Yep.
Yeah, because I love the Terrifier film. I mean, me and David, we're not like buddy, but we nail each other and stuff like that.
Very cool. That's
I even
awesome.
gave him like a little button of two characters from the meme one and Terrifier Clown as a little button I made him, and he wanted like the whole time doing the con. It was pretty
Wow.
awesome. And me and Fangirl and me like, eee! Which, funny enough, speaking of Terrifier, I'm almost, if I reach 100 subscribers, I'm gonna play the Clown Cafe song with my hands.
Oh, very nice. If you reach 100 subscribers. Very cool. Oh yeah, I think it's
Okay.
I don't hear. Oh,
You're good. Can you hear me?
oh
now?
okay. I can hear you now.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I'm muted by accident. I'm the worst with technology.
Yeah, so am I.
But yeah, if I reach 100 subscribers, I'm gonna play that song with my hands because I can play my special strange talent. I have a lot of strangeness about me, honestly, but one of them is I can do this.
Wow, that is very nice.
I can actually play a song. I don't want to do the Clown Cafe because I don't want to ruin it, but I can do this.
Very cool. Very nice. I was starting to hear a beat come on in the background of that.
Yeah, it takes a while. I've been doing this trick since I was in 5th grade in elementary school.
Wow.
And I've just been practicing a lot of it lately. So yeah, that's my talent.
Cool.
Let me go show some pictures that you sent me so I don't waste your time.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, let me go. Hang on. Screen, shrink down for me, please. No, don't remove. Hang on. Okay, let me see if I can share screen. Stop share screen and screen. I talk to self a lot. I'm sorry.
I do the same. Yeah.
Okay, let's get this going. Okay, here's some artwork. Let me see. You probably can see the screen and not me. So, this is the new piece that you sent me. What is the story behind this?
So, this was created by the vocalist frontman of one of my favorite bands of all time called Heavy Heavy Lolo. His name is Robbie Smith. So yeah, he is he's the one that created this custom band artwork for me.
And what is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like a monster or a demon?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. I just thought it looked cool. I'll probably make this my next t-shirt design, I'm thinking.
It's pretty cool. I'll probably wear it. It looks so nice.
Very
Let's
cool.
See if I can go to the other ones. And here's the other one. The one design with Andy Dick.
Yep. And this was also made by Robbie Smith of Heavy Heavy Lolo.
It's really nice. And here's you, Reese, and Andy.
Yep. This was when we recorded his vocals for my best friend.
Nice. And you just edit it all together and get the song. That's how usually the song process is. You just edit it together like a video and stuff like that.
So we played the song in headphones with him, and we had all our recording equipment with us. So we just played the song, and he just recorded his part right into the microphone, and then.
Awesome. That is neat. Okay, here's another picture. Good old family photo.
Yep. Fun times.
And that's like one behind the scenes photos.
Yes. Yep. Yep. That's when he was
Nice.
actually recording. Yep.
That's nice. Picture of you and Andy. He'd be like,
Yep. We're
It
like
looked
a superhero
he
team.
looked like he's like, where am I? How I got my life in this. And this is a picture. I'm in with the brain and stuff. I remember listening to My Best Friend. I kept getting like a Wizard of Oz vibe to it.
Oh, I have. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I have the brain with me right over here.
Ooh, let me see. Well, I can't see right now. You can show it to the audience. I bet that brain looks really cool right now.
Yeah, it's like a movie prop brain.
Ah, nice. Is it the exact same brain that Andy's holding?
The exact same one. Yep.
Nice. Oh, you're wearing the pineapple short. I see.
That's right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I am. I'm wearing my pineapple shirt.
That is amazing. I love it. I love the pineapple. This one I found on Instagram. To Be With You. Is that one of your other songs?
Yeah. So there's a band from the 90s, like like the 80s, early 90s called Mr. Big, and they had a very popular hit song called To Be With You. It was like one of those, like I think it came out in 91 actually, and I did a pop punk cover of it, and that was the artwork for To Be With You. Yeah, so if you like just like your pop punk, like, you know,
I'm probably be into it. I'm probably gonna check it out later.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I have a big pop punk heart as well, and I have some. This is just a straight up pop punk song. No other genre. It's just straight up pop punk.
Nice.
And it's all on Spotify.
Oh, nice. And here's some artwork.
Yep, My Best Friend artwork.
Who did the artwork?
The person who did the artwork is actually the owner of Reese Van Riper's record label called Mint 400 Records.
Wow.
His name is Neil Sabatino, owner of Mint 400 Records, which is Reese's record label. And he has his own artwork page. I think it's let me see here, and Sabatino art. Let me just double check. And yeah, it's N Sabatino art is his Instagram handle. But yeah, he did that artwork, and he also did the song artwork for I'm Not Better Than Anyone as well.
I think I have this in my file somewhere. Well, a picture of you and Andy.
Oh yeah, that's when the first time when we first hung out and I recorded the slide whistle.
That's so cute. And this little Dean, the pineapple on file.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's when Laura Dern was released. Yep.
Lord Dawn. Well, I'm sorry, I mispronounced it as Lord Dean. Okay, another one of Andy. Is that Andy's recent girlfriend?
So that was his fiance at the time, Elisa Giordano.
Mm-hmm.
And this was all us out to lunch together at, I can't, what the hell was it? I can't think of the I can't think of the name right now. This was right before we recorded Andy's parts, but yeah, Elisa Jordana, she was really cool to hang out with. She had a show on. She did a YouTube show called Kermit and Friends, which we were on. I was on several times. But yeah, that was actually Andy's fiance at the time.
You think he's still with her then? I don't know. I don't
No,
really
no.
keep up with his life like that anyway.
Yeah, no longer the fiance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand. His relationship sometimes doesn't work out. I understand. Sad, but yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And there's a picture.
Oh yeah, there's us again. Yep.
So nice.
Yeah, that was
Oh, hang on. Let me go back. Okay, what are you about to say?
Oh yeah, no, that was I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was Hollywood.
Nice.
That's Hollywood.
That is really nice. And here's the picture you were talking about.
Yes, yeah. So that was also made by Neil Sabatino of Mint 400 Records.
I just love the vibe. It's so trippy and just acid and surrealism in every way.
That's exactly what I was going for.
I like it. I've always went into like weird art films and stuff like that. And this picture is my favorite, the one with the pineapple.
Worshipping the pineapple, yep.
Yep. All hail the pineapple. I think that is all. Let me see if I have any more. Wait, got one more. And that's it. And here's you, Reese, and Andy.
Me, Reese, and Andy, yep.
Man.
After
such a wholesome. What?
Yep. Yeah, we were all so shot out. This was like, I don't think we ended up sleeping that night. We were all just like out of our minds.
Just having a sleepover. Music sleepover.
Yeah.
Good times. Let me get that out of the way. So, that was really nice, wholesome, and fun times.
Yes. Very nice, wholesome, and fun.
And we're getting close to the end of the show. And I have one more question to ask. I ask this to my guests, no matter what, how big or small they are. If you can go back in time to your childhood self, what will you tell them and why?
Pick up an instrument and stick with it. Stay with that instrument.
That's some good word of advice.
Pick up an instrument and stick with that instrument. Yep.
That's some good word of advice. Is there any wise words you like to close out on the show?
Oh, there was actually one more thing added to that.
Okay.
If you end up not liking the instrument and want to switch to another one, do it early and definitely stick with that one. But do it early. Switch early and stick with that one early. Yeah.
That's some good advice. I'd like to thank you for coming on my show, Gene. It's been amazing to have you on the show. It's been wholesome fun family fun on this show.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Courtney. I appreciate it, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun and a strange and wonderful time. So
it is. Okay, well, I'm going to place you backstage real quick before I do the closing out of the show. Everybody say bye to Gene. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Okay. And that was Gene Wilder's Vacation. That was such amazing time to talk to him. He was pretty wholesome, pretty sweet. My next guest for the show that's coming up in October 4th will be one of my actor friends, Chase Mullins. Now, he's a small part actor. He had been featured in The Mean One as the sweet little cop guy and he's been in several short films like Vivi, which that one's a personal favorite of mine, and other films as well. And we get to talk about his strange and wonderful experience in the acting world. Stay tuned, folks. And if we reach 100 subscribers, I will do the song from Terrified 2, The Crown Cafe, with my hands. Thank you for coming tonight. And I see I got one comment closing out. If it's way past your bedtime, little girl. Oh, it is. Well, thank you, Wade. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the show. And I will see you next, well, not this coming Wednesday, but I will see you on October 4th, y'all. Thank you again. I love y'all. And stay strange and wonderful. Goodbye. And stay strange.